Hello and welcome to another video of this section. In the previous video, we have explored what are the different types of joins: left join, inner join, outer join, and full join in Tableau. That was all the theoretical part. We have seen how exactly join works. Now in this video, we are going to actually extract the data and see how these type of joins behave in Tableau. Before that, let me quickly explain the document that I'm going to use in this video. You have seen this document in the last video. I have used this document to explain the concepts of different joins. So what I've done, I have copied this customer table and employee table in different sheets. You can see there are two sheets I have created, customer and employee. Just for the ease of extraction, I have added them in different sheets, customer and employee. Let's jump back to Tableau and see how it behaves. I'll go to Microsoft Excel. The file name is, remember, 913. The file name is joins. When I click this, I'll say open. Okay, I'm interested in customer. When I drag and drop customer, you see I have three columns: customer, gender, and age. When I'm trying to establish the relationship between the two tables, and if I drag and drop, by default, Tableau will create the relationship, not the joins. There is a clear difference between join and relationship. We are going to cover the details of relationship in our next video. But in this video, we are interested to understand how to create the joins. To create the joins, instead of just simply dragging and dropping the other table, first you need to double click on the table you are interested in. After that, drag and drop the employee table. Okay. After that, you have to define the key field between these two tables. In customer, the key field is customer, which is equal to the employee in the employee table. Now you can see by default join is inner joined. What it is showing, you can see two records, Krishna and Shikha. Why it is showing two records? Because Krishna and Shikha are not only customers, but also they are employee of that particular company. So that is why you will see only two records. Let's check the Excel sheet. In the inner join, we will get only two records because these are the two common records. So it all depends on the kind of requirement you have. In this particular requirement, I am interested in the employees, my employees who are also my customer. I found two such people, that is Krishna and Shikha, who are my employees as well as my customers. If I'm interested to see all my customers and who are also my employees, I have 6 customers and 2 employees which are customers as well as employees. So that's the reason you will see I got 6 record, but in addition to that, for Krishna and Shikha, you will get some additional information from the employee table. Correct? Because Arnav is not employee, that's the reason all the fields from the employee table are blank, like there is no salary. I don't pay salary to customers, right? That is why you will see the details of Krishna and Shikha for employee related data. Similarly, it goes for right join. I want to see all the details of my employees who are also my customers. So everything will be there from the employee table because it's a right outer join, and the details of customers which is present in my employee table. If I want to see everything, that is full outer join. I am seeing everything, all the records. It will combine the records from, if you see and check, we have 6 customers and employees. We have 4 employees, 6 plus 4, 10, but 2 of them are common. That is why I see 8 records. You can see the number of records here, 8 records. So that is how different types of joins work in Tableau. You have to be very careful and you have to be very thorough with your customer or for whom you are building your dashboard about the requirement, what exactly they are looking for. If you understand different types of joins thoroughly, it will be easy for you to model all your tables accurately. This is all about the different types of join we can build. Now I want to show you another scenario. Let me close this. The duplicate values. I have table A and table B. In table A, the orders are, you see the orders are unique. 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 3, 0, 0, 3 and 0, 0, 4. But the same orders are not unique in table B. It is getting repeated. 0, 0, 1 is two times, 0, 0, 2 is one time, and 0, 0, 3 is repeated three times, and there is no 0, 0, 4. The scenario could be the master data table and the transaction table. Let's take the example of employee master table. You will get the unique employee ID in master data table. There is no repetition. But in the transaction table, we get to know more about that employee. That employee is doing a lot of transaction. He is punching the card 2 times a day. That is transaction. So in transaction table, employee ID could be repeated, but in master data table, employee ID is unique. Same thing is here. In table A, the order IDs are unique, but in table B, which could be a transactional table, order IDs are not unique. So how it should behave when we define a join between these two tables? When we define a join, the order number 1 should repeat 2 times. Order number 1 should be at only 1 time, and order number 3 should be 3 times, and there should not be any order number 4. And as far as the field in A is concerned, that is region and state, it should just be repeated. You can see it is just repeated same for all these 3, because it has to break down for the values in table B, that is chair and desk, pen, pencil, eraser. You can see this. That is how it should behave. Let us go back to Tableau and check what type of results we get. For that, I'll just drag and drop table A, and I have to double click to create a join. I'll drag and drop table B. You can see the same results we are getting here. Order number 1 is repeating 2 times, but the regions are having the same values. Order number 2 is getting repeated only 1 time, because it is in table 2, in table B also, it is 1. And order number 3 is getting repeated 3 times, with table A values getting repeated. And there is no order number 4 because it's a inner join. If I go for the left join, you will see order number 4 as well. So that is how Tableau behaves as far as joins are concerned if you have duplicate records in different tables. Let me close this. So this is nothing but your join. These are table A and table B are the physical tables, and this is your logical table, because it doesn't contain any physical data. It is just defining the relationship between table A and table B. When I close this, so you will get only logical table. Double click, you will see the table, the relationship between table. That is how Tableau behaves when we have duplicate records. Let me discuss one more scenario, and that is going to be the last scenario as far as joins are concerned. We have a data for airline. In that we have period, region and revenue. You can see it is very difficult to define the column uniquely. What I mean is a single column uniquely. Africa is getting repeated 2 times. FY 2015 is also getting repeated so many times. So if I want to create the relationship between the other table, which is for airline 2, which is having similar data, year, region and revenue, if I try to define the relationship using only one column, we will not get the desired result. If we combine 2 columns, for example, if I combine year and region, that is 15 and Africa, that combination is unique. Same goes for airline 1. If I define period and region, And for example, 2015 and Asia, with this combination, you will find only one record in this table. So sometimes it is not enough to define the relationship, the key field, with only one column. You need combination of columns. So let us go back to Tableau and see how it behaves. Let me drag and drop airline 1. I have to double click this and I have to drag the airline 2. It's by default it has created the join on revenue, which doesn't make any sense. It will just go by name. So for airline 1, if I go for the region, for airline 2, if I go for region, you see the relationship has been created, but it is not making any sense. For example, in the first row, the unique is Africa. No, it is not Africa. It is it should be combination of 2015, but here it is 2016. But if you try to combine, try to add these two revenues, it will not make any sense. For that, you have to add another join, that is period. In the airline 2, it is year. Now, if I do that, the first row now making sense. The combination is same, that is FY 2015 and Africa and FY 2015 and Africa. Now if I add these two revenue together, it will give me the aggregated value of airline 1 and airline 2 for the region Africa and for the year 2015. With this example, we came to know that defining a key field between the join with only one column is not the case always. Sometimes we need combination of columns, here region and year, or region or periods. That is all for the joins, how we can create the joins. So in this video we have seen how to create different type of join, how it behaves, like inner join, outer join, left outer join, right outer join, and how joins behave if we have the repeated or duplicate values in one of the table, and why we need combination of columns to define the relationship between two joins effectively. In the next video, we are going to explore the very basic way of modeling in Tableau, that is defining the relationship. If I just drag and drop customer and employee, it will automatically create the relationship. So we are going to explore this relationship modeling in more detail in our next video. And for that, I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.